What would you sacrifice to protect your honor? Today on the Recap Room, we're exploring Padmaavat, a grand historical epic about pride, power, obsession, and sacrifice. This film is not just about war or royalty. It's about values, and how different people define them. Let's begin. The story begins in the kingdom of Singal, where Princess Padmavati is raised. She is known not just for her beauty but for her intelligence, compassion, and strength of character. Padmavati is trained in strategy, courage, and self-respect. She believes honor is earned through action, not appearance. During a hunting expedition, fate brings her face to face with Maharawal Ratan Singh, the noble ruler of Chittor. Their meeting is unexpected yet powerful. Mutual respect turns into love. Padmavati chooses to leave her homeland to become the queen of Chittor. In Chittor, Padmavati is welcomed as queen. The kingdom values dignity, loyalty, and tradition. Ratan Singh rules with fairness, and Padmavati stands beside him, not as a decoration, but as a partner. Together, they represent an ideal of honor and balance. But peace never lasts long when envy exists. And envy soon finds its voice. Enter Raghav Chetan, a disgraced court musician banished from Chittor for his dishonesty. Burning with resentment, he seeks revenge. Raghav travels to Delhi, where he approaches Aladdin Khilji, the ambitious and ruthless ruler of the Khilji Empire. To manipulate him, Raghav speaks of Queen Padmavati, not as a person, but as a prize. This single act of betrayal changes history. Aladdin Khilji is introduced as a man driven by hunger, for power, conquest, and control. He does not value honor. He values possession. When he hears of Padmavati, his curiosity turns into obsession. To him, conquering Chittor isn't political, it's personal. He marches toward Chittor under false pretenses, pretending to seek diplomacy. But his intentions are dark. To avoid war, Ratan Singh agrees to let Khilji see Padmavati. But only through a reflection, preserving her dignity. Even this limited glimpse fuels Khilji's obsession further. Instead of gratitude, he chooses treachery. Ratan Singh is captured. And the true conflict begins. Chittor stands strong, led by its warriors and queens. Padmavati refuses to beg or surrender. She prepares for war, not just with weapons, but with resolve. Inside Khilji's camp, brutality reigns. He rules through fear, cruelty, and manipulation. Even toward his own people. The contrast is clear. Chittor fights for honor. Khilji fights for ego. Through strategy and bravery, Ratan Singh is rescued by Chittor's warriors and Padmavati from Khilji capture. And they return to Chittor. But Khilji does not forget humiliation. He returns with a massive army. This time, there will be no negotiation. Chittor is surrounded. Food runs low. Losses grow. Yet the spirit of the kingdom remains unbroken. Padmavati addresses the women of the fort, not with fear, but with strength. She reminds them of who they are. And what they stand for. As defeat becomes inevitable, Padmavati makes the most painful choice imaginable. To protect their honor from capture and humiliation, the women of Chittor prepare for Jauhar, a ritual of ultimate sacrifice. This is not shown as weakness. It is portrayed as defiance. The men march into battle, knowing they will not return. The women walk into fire, choosing dignity over submission. Padmaavat ends with a haunting message. Power without values is hollow. Obsession destroys more than it conquers. And true victory lies in staying faithful to one's principles. Padmavati becomes immortal, not because of beauty, but because of courage. And that's Padmaavat, a story of honor, obsession, and sacrifice. If you enjoyed this deep recap, like, subscribe, and support the Recap Room for more epic movies. Do you believe honor is worth any price? Let me know in the comments.